Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. It's your girl Kizzy. Y'all, it's about to be a show tonight. I owe y'all a sermon. Y'all gonna get a little bit of that tonight, then y'all go get some other stuff. Man, listen. Anyway, let me do what I'm supposed to do. Y'all, here we are again, December 17th. It's the last Tuesday of the year for Men Amen. And because the next two Tuesdays is Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. And I ain't getting on here with y'all on those two nights. I got stuff to do. So welcome back for another episode of Conversations with Kizzy presented to you by Men Ain't Minute. All right, we might as well go ahead and get into it. Let me let some of y'all get in the room. That damn Don. What it do? What it do? Hey, Tia. Me and my best friend. Y'all know Instagram sit over there, so that's why I always look over there. But everybody else I can see over here. Anyway, y'all, I'm rubbing my face like this because I just got back in town today. I just flew back in from Maryland. Um, my flight landed around 2 o'clock. Listen, Tia. hmm If you ain't got it, y'all get up and get your cup. I'm like, is that my juice? Yeah, it's my juice. Get up and get your cup. You might need one. It's been 2 weeks since I've been on here with y'all, and y'all getting y'all sermon today because it is necessary. And then I got something to tell y'all. I am so tickled about this. I just don't know what to do with myself. Something that I'm currently experiencing. Like I'm tickled to death about it. But anyway, um, I keep seeing different posts and different things everywhere. I keep seeing it like in real life. I keep hearing it from like men I know. And I saw something not it was last week, but it was before Tuesday. It might have been like on that Sunday or Monday. It might have been before that. But anyway, it was over a week ago and I saw it and it made me really, really have to speak this to somebody. Hold on. Hold on. Got it. I remember the topic. I remember the topic. And I really had to tell somebody that, this is a little bit religious for y'all, but don't worry, it's gonna be a little messy too. Cause this motherfucker kept going on and on and on about what he need for a woman to do and this, that, and the third. And it kills me, which is why I preach about men ain't men in the first place. Okay. Cause I don't think they understand. And then sometimes this dudes be trying to get biblical on you ladies. Fellas, do the ladies do that to y'all? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. But the dudes be trying to get biblical on me and I always talk about, you know, being submissive and things of that nature, which hey, I don't disagree. It's just that they forget their role in the situation. Okay? Uh see what had happened was God made Adam first. He made God made him first. God is a God of order. If you believe in a different religion, keep scrolling. If you're a good old Christian or you read the actual Bible, regardless of religion, if you're looking at the same version, it's saying the same thing. But God is a God of order. He made Adam first, right? Here, there could be no Eve without Adam's rib. Okay. But of course, just for the folks in the back who don't understand or what I'm talking about, First Corinthians chapter 14, uh 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 33rd verse. It says, "For God is not a God of disorder, but of peace." Sometimes people like, they'll interpret the meaning wrong, but that's okay. It's all right. But either way, God is not a God of disorder. So anything that is disorderly, God is not of God. I don't care what you're doing. And I was having a conversation with somebody that I interact with, and they were real big on, if I remember correctly, they were going on and on and on about, mind you, why they were tipsy as hell. Let's not leave that out. But that ain't me judging because I was drinking too. Um, they were going on and on and on about the role of a woman and what she should be doing. Da 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 da. And I like too. Nobody disagrees. I don't disagree with him. Let's be clear about that. I don't disagree with the gentleman. It's just that I don't think he understands what his role is. And depending on who you talking to, you're gonna get a different definition. Okay. I'm gonna just call it that. They're gonna have a different opinion about what that means to them. Hey Arturo, how are you? And he was going on and on about how a woman should be submissive and how, you know, I don't I guess he saw his grandma do this for his granddaddy, which I ain't even mad at. But I don't he wasn't paying attention at what his granddaddy was doing. And I know that he wasn't because he made a statement about it a couple of months ago about he had a conversation with his uncle and his uncle was like, your grandma didn't work. How could she when she was keeping you? Well, you thought your granddaddy took care of everything, right? And she took care of him. God is a God of order. Fellas, it is definitely he did everything and took care of her so she could take care of him. No, you can't do this with everybody because these new age folks got their own idea of who should be doing what. This 50-50, 70-30. Hey, if it hadn't worked for you thus far, you got to try something else. Okay. Y'all also don't y'all want to dive in and not really date a person. Y'all want to get straight to the relationship. It's like date the person first. Y'all remember that song "Take Time to Know Her"? Love is not an overnight thing. Them throwback songs be telling y'all, and y'all don't even be listening to them to learn. Okay, that's what you gotta do. So he was going on and on and on about what a woman's supposed to do, and I let him. And then when it was time, I educated that young man that God is a God of order. It is his responsibility to provide, protect, and profess. And if he needed for me to define those things in layman terms for him, I would be more than happy to do so. You can have all of those things if you're willing to do all of those things. Some of y'all get out there, women included, y'all jump in these relationships and you want to be the only person that gets all the attention and the only person that gets catered to and treated well. You always want to be on the receiving end, but God is a God of order. And a person gets tired of that. They get tired of always giving and not receiving. See, it should be a mutual exchange. Definitely should be taking care of each other. However, if you're gonna throw a Bible verse at somebody, you better know that Bible verse says it's your job to provide the things that the house needs. And apparently that's whatever she need in the house. But it's also her job to make sure that the house is a home, which is how it happens. If you both work, great. Ain't nobody mad at that. It is 2024. But if you're gonna use these here Bible verses on somebody, you better damn sure be ready and prepared to read the rest of the verses in the Bible about men. Fellas, I'm on y'all tonight because it's a little personal because I had this conversation with somebody. The same somebody been telling me they single for months, trying to preach to me. Even though he been dealing with me, you trying to preach to me, but you single. So you want to be on the receiving end. You want wifey benefits, but you ain't providing any husbandly duties. And that's been my argument the whole time. I don't know why I deal with this lunatic, but then I do know why, because that's my lunatic and I'm gonna stick beside it. Okay. I don't know. It's just that sometimes, some in my opinion, in my experience, some people try to use the Bible to to their defense, even though you can. It's just that you gotta be able to accept everything in it. or they think that you don't know about the Bible when they start talking to you about it. And you like, dude, I'm in church more than you. I got to finish and tell you I gotta finish your verse. Or I gotta relate to another verse off the verse that you said and you didn't realize we Bible talking. I absolutely love that, y'all. Don't get it twisted. I don't mind having a biblical argument. I don't mind. I don't mind. But when I told this man about after he didn't carry it on about what the Bible says about what a woman should be, and I basically, hey, that is not an argument. I don't disagree. I read it myself. But at the same time, my brother, you got to be willing to be able to provide, profess, and protect. And you're not. You're not willing to provide. You're not willing to protect, and you ain't willing to profess. So why would you reap the rewards of getting the whole cow? Why you ain't happy with the milk you getting? Because that's all you only bringing a cup. So that's all you need. Well, you think you finna get the whole cow in your cup? You come to the stable with a cup. You only getting what fit in your cup. If hey, you ain't buying the whole cow. You just want hey, here's your milk. Go about your business. Per se. That's the analogy I'm gonna use. It tickled me. That just popped in my head. I figured I would share with y'all. Okay? Okay. But anyway, I don't know. It just things baffle me. All right, so here's my current situation. It's not funny. All right, so the same. Let me give y'all a little backstory. Y'all know. Uh, Matter of fact, I think it was me and Miss B who talked about it. And the situation it was the first Tuesday. It was the 1 year anniversary show, and it was after I came back from Jamaica. And I went to Jamaica. I got a gift. I was gifted a trip to Jamaica, and the guy that I had been talking to had been telling me, okay, he wasn't ready for a relationship and he was single since April. I went in August. I got gifted the gift. I went, and when I got back, baby, that man cursed me out something fierce. And in my mind, I'm single because if you're single and not ready for a relationship, I'm definitely single. All right, and ready to mingle. Anyway, after he cussed me out real bad, I hadn't talked to him in a couple of. I mean, I hadn't seen him in like he would call me, but I hadn't really seen him in a couple of months. And so he had this medical thing that happened, and he called me, and I went to, you know, excuse me, went to check him out or whatever. And I think maybe in those moments he realized that, okay, yeah, I really haven't been doing what I needed to be doing for this woman. But and yeah, his behavior changed. But you made the mistake of telling me you weren't ready for a relationship and you were single. So I go out of town and I'm in my zone. I'm at my best friend's house. I'm minding my own business. And I'm just, look, everybody knows. And I would have thought that maybe he would too. That one thing I don't do is walk around with my phone in my hand. So when I'm at my best friend's house, it's just like I'm at home. I'll be like, okay, where's my phone? I don't. I don't. And I don't. But at the same time, I really wasn't concerned with it either because it was my home away from home. I didn't do any work. The only amount of work that I did was I updated the flyer for this show. I didn't do any kinky lingerie. I didn't do any men ain't menin. I didn't do no Kizzy's collections. I didn't do any of that. I took my laptop. Only thing I did on it was update the flyer for tonight's show, and I did that yesterday. I came back today. I left last week. Okay. So it was just, mind settling for me. It's always a good time when I go to my BFFs because I get to see more than my BFF. I get to see my god kids. I get to see her husband. I get to see friends because it's a party. Ugly Christmas for the party. Don't worry. I'm a poster pig. Hey, mama, you. So the current dilemma that I have now is that I have been falsely accused of going out of town and meeting a man in Maryland and having sex with him and doing all sorts of naughty things. And I didn't. Now I'm like, well, darn, maybe I should have. So apparently, I got a man in Maryland that I don't know about. And I'm like, dude, there's no man. That first night that I talked to you, you was talking crazy. And I was like, I'm not gonna argue with nobody on my entire trip because he be tripping. And I didn't want him to ruin my trip. So I didn't answer the phone. And he expressed how he was feeling. And I apologize. But he ain't over it. He's still mad. He say he's not mad, but he's still talking about it, right? And he told me I was gonna have to do a lot of work to fix it. Why is this funny? Cause dude, it ain't like you've not answered your phone. I guess I was too far away and he couldn't just drive to see. Wait, not the dude from the show. We gotta talk. Girl, I ain't gonna respond to that right now. Girl, hit my inbox after the show. And no, no, not him. No. That dude is fine. Um, but I'm just utterly amazed at how upset the gentleman is when you've been telling me you single. You've been telling me you don't want a relationship. Please baby, you gonna scream. Hit my inbox. But anyway, so supposedly I flew to Maryland to meet a man and I ignored him because I flew there and I got a East Coast dude. But I'm like, dude, you're an East Coast dude. We're all on the East Coast. And I don't even understand why you so mad. I'm not mad. Yeah, you're pissed off. Let me tell y'all how mad he is, right? I shouldn't be laughing because it's not funny. It's not funny at all. But when I sit here and think about it, I'm like, it's funny because he's mad at me because I didn't fly to Maryland to meet a man. I think it is hilarious that that's what he thought I would have needed to do to fly all the way to Maryland to meet a man. It's man right here. Tia, Tia. It's man right here. Why am I going to fly states away to meet a man? I'm not. Because what if I like this dude a lot? We don't live in the same state. I mean, first of all, y'all, I got you. Oh, not yet. It is beyond that, Jamie. It's beyond that. There's a whole nother word for it, honey. Text me. Um, I don't know. I'm like, if it's me that you claim that you want, why you keep telling me you single? Because for one, you're not going to tie me down and think that you're gonna run around and play. But it is, it's not. It is what it is. Because I do care about the dude, but it's like, dude, I gotta play the hand that I'm dealt. You dealing. I ain't mean no disrespect though, and that he's upset and he's a little hurt, and I don't want to giggle about it too much. Hey, Panic. Hey, VP. I don't want to giggle about it too much. The man might be watching. I don't know. Um, it's not a laughing matter, but I mean, I felt where he was coming from. I apologized. I guess it happened too quick for him. I guess he wanted to argue. I'm like, dude, I made a decision. I don't need to argue with you. Especially about something you done made up in your head. I went to Maryland to meet a man. This is the first time I've gone to Maryland this year. That's not normal, but this is the first time I've gone this year. So when did I meet the man? Last year, and I ain't seen him since. If I did meet somebody in Maryland, I met them last year. A year later, he's probably met somebody else. He ain't sitting around waiting for me. I'm gonna just giggle about it. I don't even know what to say. He's high. He's pissed off, y'all. So I would say he is 38 hot with me, and I'm like, well, I was with my best friend. I was with the kids. I was with the friend. I was like, I was intoxicated the entire time that I was gone for the most part. Ain't nobody want to hear all that you was doing because that first night that I talked to you, you threatened me. I'm like, oh no. Then you want to see people on video. But what? You don't know these people? These people don't know you. We ain't sitting around having a I ain't sitting around having a kumbaya with all of my friends about my personal relationships. Just one. And I really didn't get a chance to have a real good conversation, but get what? Because there were people around the whole time. And it was time for bed, it was time for bed. If I'm intoxicated, and I'm not gonna lie to you people. I was intoxicated. Baby. But he 38 hot, y'all, but he like always he sound crazy and possessive. He is. I think so. But then again, I can't completely blame him. It's kind of partly the effect that I tend to have. I'm gonna leave it at that. He can be crazy and as possessive as he wants, but he has to understand that he sets the tone, and if that's the tone that you setting, then you put yourself in a situation to where I'm getting text messages to where yes, come here, girl. Y'all, that's my grandbaby. She been looking for me. Told me she was ready for me to come back to me my house. What you say? Yeah, I'm working a little bit. You gonna sit here and have the show with Nana? How you feel? You feel okay? I miss you. Yeah, that's us. There are people looking at us. Oh, hey Terry. Hey Black. Anchor grooming join. Hold on. Lord have mercy. This is a true statement. Okay, well, can I finish my show? You want to come back later? I love you the mostest. You finished your cake? Mommy, Mommy, Nana working. That what you talking? Nana, yeah, Nana's in the middle of her show. Jamie said you better quit giving them that good when they're not used to the cancer treatment because cancers are good to you. We are good to you, just not like there, but we're good to you all around until you mess that up, and then it's something else. Nana, what you doing? Nana knows. This Nana knows, y'all. That's why I call her Nana. All right, see it, Nana. Go tell your Mima to hold you. Yo, Nana hold you when she done, okay? Aaliyah. Nana, you don't want to go? You want to stay in here with me? You want to stay in here with Nana? Okay, you can stay. Just don't say these bad words, okay? No bad words. Now I got to censor myself because this the cussing one. She'll cuss. Anyway, he felt some type of way, and he expressed that, y'all. So when I got back, I went by his house and knocked on the door. That nigga did not answer the door. I said, "Oh, he mad, mad." I'm glad he didn't because I might have had to fight. Hey, hi, Priscilla. I might have had to fight, so I'm kind of glad he didn't open the door because he was mad. So he didn't even open the door. He gonna wait for me to get down the road and call me. I didn't turn around. Um, 'Cause I was like, I came by, and it wasn't like he didn't know I was coming. I told him I was coming. At least I think I texted him or I left him a voicemail because he was tripping the whole time I was gone. I was like, I'll just go by when I get home and we'll talk. I was digesting some things. He was not trying to hit. It was these situations be funny to me because I be like, not you overreacting like this and you screaming you single. But then he gonna try to declare before he left. Which I don't know who he thought he was talking to. You my And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm nobody's." Nana, Nana, what you got to say? You just pointing at the camera. You don't feel good. You gotta call her Nana back. Her doctor you up, okay? You miss me? No, all right. I miss you too. Where you going? All right, we're going. Where you going? No, Nana, I'm in the middle of the show. All right, all right. She don't care nothing about y'all. She just want her Nana, so she gonna sit here in my lap, I guess. But anyway, she is a cutie. This. Yeah, this is Aaliyah. Y'all see all this thick house? It's about time for a hairdo. All right. Christmas tree and parade. Oh, Nana, thank you. See you in a minute. Bye. If it ain't her, it's Nova. Nova isn't here though. Bless you. Bless you. Hi, Miss Mangerio. How are you? Anyway, all right, hold on. My mouse got stuck. Relationship shenanigans. I really feel like they're just shenanigans because if you telling me you single, that means I'm single. That means we're not in a relationship. But hey, don't let me, I don't know. It's kind of, it ain't, it was cute at one point, but then it's not. It's like, dude, you can't, if we in a relationship, you can't expect me to follow relationship rules. I'm not that chick. I ain't never been that chick. Listen, ain't no you gonna do what you want to do and then you be with me. I ain't never been her. If you gonna do what you want to do, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And if I gotta like it, I don't care if you like it. You can leave me alone. You can't get mad. I mean, if we agree to date, that means I can date. That means you can date. But if you're telling me I can't date, then you can't date. But the question ain't about him dating. At least I don't guess it is. I guess the question is about me being out of town and not answering my phone. I did answer it. I did talk to him. But And if I didn't answer, I called back and he didn't answer the phone. So I don't even see how it's my fault. I don't even understand why he mad at me. But then I do. I understand why he mad because he said I switched up on him because I talk to him all the time. And I do. But I wanted to do no mind thinking while I was gone. I wanted to just relax and enjoy my trip and not do any work. I didn't open my laptop. I didn't do nothing. I did the flyer yesterday. It took like 5 minutes to update the date. I didn't do anything. And I took my laptop to do work and I didn't. I needed that. My brain was tired. My brain was tired. But I had a great time. And it was some video footage that I needed to get for so I guess I did do some work. I guess I did do some work. I had to get some video footage um for the kinky lingerie video, which there was no lingerie involved. What Miss Mom, this guy's probably a loser. um He's not a loser, but I don't even know what to call him at this point. I don't know. Infatuated? I don't know. 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 Um, we gonna have a conversation, and that, I guess, leading up to me before I left to go on my trip, he was making sense. The singleness shenanigans, I'll take that. He was, I guess, he had been decided that his little shenanigans did not work on me. I'm not the chick to tell that you're single because that just makes my heart smile. Because that just means, okay, then I don't have to treat this like a relationship. At least not necessarily, but then you still wanted to treat it like a relationship. So, all right, what you gonna do? I don't know, y'all. I'm just living my best life, and I ain't going back and forth with nobody. And until I commit to a relationship, I've I've been dating, but go to Maryland and I didn't go to Maryland and meet a man. That it I didn't. It was that yeah, I used to live there, but that makes absolutely no sense. None whatsoever. Why would that far? That far? That mean like somebody got to do some back and forth. I'm not doing all of that unless he got mega bucks. Now, if he got mega bucks, then he can move me back and forth. I'm not doing it. No. But I had a great trip. Maryland was fun. I attended my best friend's ugly Christmas sweater party that I attend every year. Big, big fun. I got to see some old friends. Some of them I see every year, but they're still old friends because I've now known them for many years, at least 10 for some of them. Of course, I've known my best friend for over, as I said, 27. Crystal was around one. So 27 years. We have been kicking it, rocking it for 27 years. And we talk, but we don't talk every day. So when we get in person, we can really have our conversations that we want to have. And it was funny. We were at the party. Me and her were experienced one of those osmosis moments, me and my best friend, about some stuff. And one of our other friends, Missy, was there. And me and Tia was just dying. And Missy was like, I hate you. You're doing that best friend shit. But the trip was amazing. It was, of course, it's colder there, y'all, just in case anybody was wondering. Um, the weather wasn't. It was all mushy and mushy all like the whole time. It rained, but we were inside. We went out a couple of times. We went and got seafood. We went to the liquor store. I went to the apothecary. Yep, did that. And if you don't know what that is, it's just a dispensary in Maryland. Okay. But most of our time was spent enjoying the house, the inside of the house, and just being around good company, good conversation, having a good time. And it was utterly amazing. And I look forward to it every year. And of course, I look forward to it even when I just go up for a random visit, which I'll be making another random visit soon. But yeah, I will tell y'all this. I'm gonna lean in and tell y'all this. I probably need my ass whooped, but I didn't go to Maryland and meet a man. I promise you, I didn't. I didn't. That was stupid. I'm not going to meet no man. Little dude, what's up? That's the accusation. It's a false one. I didn't go to meet a man, and and that's just what it is. I would tell y'all if I did. I'd be like, yeah, I went to go meet one. Why not? But I didn't. I ain't completely innocent, but I didn't go to Maryland to meet a man. There's too many of them walking around here locally. if I was gonna do something, I would have took one with me, but I didn't go and meet nobody. But Jesus Christ. What Priscilla talking about? It's the boy mentality of chasing, capturing, and controlling syndrome. Why single, relationship, side chick, etc. Is that so, Priscilla? It's the boy mentality of chasing, capturing, and controlling syndrome. While in a relationship, side chick, etc. Yeah, the the dog is supposed to chase the cat, but the controlling syndrome is something deeper. They're supposed to chase. They're supposed to technically capture, but the controlling part is where it deviates from the norm for me. You know? Yeah, we not doing that. Hey, Mrs. A. I got all my look, y'all. I am utterly flattered. I got my teachers from middle school and high school watching my podcast. It's crazy. That is Mrs. A440. She taught us music in the middle school at North Marion Middle School. Oh my God. I don't remember what my years were, y'all. But I'm 47. I have another one in here. This one right here is Mrs. Yuno. Everybody calls her Mama U, and this is my favorite. Um, it's funny because I talked to her right before the show. You always have you go through life, right? And of course, for me, most people may not know this, but maybe y'all do. I'm by definition, I guess I'm somewhat of a nerd. A smart person, an intelligent with high intellect. And you go through life and you meet people, and some people it happens during school because I've heard the stories about this teacher left such an impression on me and it made me become a teacher and things of that nature. Um, oh, I see the doggy yawn and Aaliyah is back. All right, thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. So what you want me to do? I can't have the show in peace tonight. You trying to show them that little crazy dog your meme about you? Girl, go ahead on. As I was saying, and excuse me, some people, it's a college professor. I remember certain teachers throughout my life. For example, elementary. Yes. Okay, but I'm working. Okay, give me a minute, okay? She don't care about y'all. I remember Miss Hagee from elementary, Miss Stewart, who was my first grade teacher. Don't ask me how I remember these people. Miss by Mr. Fincher and Miss Dixon, Miss Cohan, Miss Words. I remember all those teachers, but then you get to middle school, and the one teacher that I remember from middle school is Miss Adams. She was our chorus teacher. Um, I remember songs that she taught us, and I still sing them every now and then walking around the house. And then when I think back to middle school, Miss A, I don't remember anybody else. There was one other teacher. I remember Mr. Wait a minute, I think Mr. Landrum. I remember Mr. Landrum. Mm, but Miss A was one that I never forgot. So from middle school, I don't really remember a whole lot of the teachers. I think we had a teacher, Miss Dixon. Yeah, that was Donald's grandmother. But Miss A was one of those teachers that I also remember. From high school, I had two, Mr. Philbrook and Mama U. But Mama U was my favorite and still is. I don't care. I'm sorry. Mama U has always been one of my favorite teachers because I remember her English honors. I don't remember if it was one, two, three, or four because I had her all 4 years. I can't remember which year it was, but I remember her talking about not English, but just like life one day. And she was like talking about if somebody robbed her. what she would do because I don't know what had happened in the world, what was going on in the news, um, any of I just remember her saying that if something about it, they tried to come up and like rob her and take her purse, she would just say, "Here it is, baby, take it." I'm not gonna argue with them and fight with them over a purse. She made it seem so big, but at the same time, she made it so small to where, she kind of put a value on life for me because when you're a certain age, you're thinking, I'm not gonna let somebody just run up on me and take something because you have this invincible complex. And in that moment, this little old lady said she wasn't going through none of that. Let him take it. It wasn't worth it. She made it it was so big, but she made it seem so small. And I had her every year, and every year something that she said or did resonated with me. And she was so full of love, and it was hard not to just love her. And we met for lunch like in the last 10 or 15 years. Yeah, I see Mama You. So we're gonna see each other soon. Priscilla has a question, y'all. Let's see if we can get into it. We got about so many more minutes, and then I'm out of here. Question: why do men have to chase a woman? Why can't two people mutually pursue each other? Asking for my niece who is listening as well. Well, the mutual pursuit has to happen after someone shows interest. So somebody has to show an interest, and the person who shows the interest has to show it to the purchase person, and they too have to be interested. So a mutual pursuit has to contain two people being interested and somebody making the first move. A lot of the times that is men. Part of that is God is a God of order. I started with that. God is a God of order. He doesn't like disorder. He made Adam first, not Eve. However, two people can, of course, mutually pursue each other, but the sparks have to fly somehow. So there has to be some type of meeting for that to happen. Um, I honestly tell your niece honestly, if two people decide to work towards something, they both should be mutually pursuing each other. It's just that in this day and age, people get it mixed up and think that, okay, now that I'm with you, I don't have to do anything anymore. And you still have to pursue that person because you have to keep them interested. So most people do mutually pursue each other. Some people don't because they don't understand that's what they're supposed to be doing. But it's not so much about a chase. It's about showing that woman that you can protect, provide, and profess for her. People misconstrue chase with God's way. That's just what, us men folk down here on earth call it. So he has to be able to do those things. So it's not necessarily a chase. It should be a show if you really want to know. He should be showing her these things, that he can do these things. And for her to mutually pursue him, she should be showing him the things that she should be doing as a woman. Those things won't ever match because men and women are two different people, two different species, to be perfectly honest. We're all human, but we're very different. So they don't have to chase. However, if they're interested in pursuing someone, they do need to be able to express certain things for that person to know and to notice and to understand to be able to mutually show emotion in return. I hope that helps. I like questions. Look, I like questions. So, that song, Why Must It Be Like That? When the dog takes the cat, nothing but the dog in me. She said, Thanks for explaining, Miss L. You are welcome, niece. You are welcome, niece. But anyway, it's always nice to, I always try to keep open lines of communication with whoever I'm dealing with. But you're going to run into somebody that's going to be delusional a little bit and they'll make things up in their head because of it's either because of their previous behavior that they have exhibited on to people or previous behavior that they've been recipients of. So, and sometimes you just have to walk before you run because you have to give a person an opportunity to be different if that's really what their goal is. And you'll be able to see that change in their action. But oh boy, it's 38 hot with me. And it wasn't hey, don't take it personal, honey. I go to Maryland and I get in my zone. I don't keep up with my phone. I was obliterated the whole time. It was a party weekend for me. Can't you see it in my eyes? One of them hurt right there, but it not. I think I don't know. I think I got something in it. I'm gonna get it out when I get out. But yeah, he's upset, and apparently I have to win him over again. Okay. For one, I ain't gonna argue with you. For two, I ain't got nothing to argue with you about. Three, you gonna have to let that go, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell him. I went to Maryland to meet a man. Hey, come Nana. You coming? Okay. She said yes. She, she don't. Her mama keep trying to stop her. I keep hearing her bees. She's trying to run back here, but I don't care. Let her come. I miss Nana. I missed her. I didn't talk to them a lot. And if I'm not around them, I generally talk every day. I didn't. I needed that time for me. A girl has to do what a girl has to do. So, hey, if you made somebody feel some type of way, and it definitely wasn't intentional, be accountable. Apologize. If it was intentional and now you feel bad, apologize too. Um, I'm just saying, hey, his Grammy 915. Hey, I see y'all names popping up. I'm just telling y'all hello. Um, but yeah, dude, oh boy, is 38 hot with me. I'm supposed I asked him, did he want me to call him after the show? He said, what's understood don't need to be explained. Well, you ain't answer your door when I came by. You ain't answer your phone. So I don't want to just be like assuming I'm supposed to call you after because you mad because I behaved singly. Fellas, some of us really don't have time. Look, I don't. I'm not. I don't have a reason to hide anything from anybody. Y'all, he told me he needed proof. I needed to provide him proof. He said I needed to call my best friend on three-way. Said I needed to call my best friend on three-way. I don't remember. I can't remember exactly what he said I needed to say to her. Oh, something about what we did. Yeah, I'm like, why would I call my best friend on three-way and ask her what we did while I was there when I literally just got back from there today? I like, why would I do that? I need proof. Proof of what? What do you need proof of? He said, I can't remember what he said, but I said, let me tell you something, baby. I ain't scared of you. You don't scare me. What I need to lie to you for? You don't scare me. I'm grown, like all the way. Hello there, Mr. Thomas. How are you doing today? I literally had to tell that dude straight, you don't scare me. Why would I need to lie to you? You don't scare me. And if I do, you still don't scare me. That just don't make no sense. You want me to call my best friend on three-way with your BS? No. That's exactly why I didn't go on video while I was there. Because that's what you wanted me to. And I know, because he tried to tell me something about, let me speak to your friend. And she literally was on the third floor of the house and I was in the basement. I'm not, first of all, y'all know I got a vitamin D deficiency. I'm not about to walk up 2 flight of stairs for you to try to speak to somebody that doesn't even know you. She's heard about you. She doesn't know you. Tell him where I'm from. He know where I'm from. That man know where I'm from. But I just thought it was weird. It was bizarre because for one, I ain't traveling that far for penis, especially if it's not already mine and ain't a couple meals attached to it. Because I'm not going to be paying to be traveling to go. No, I don't know, man. I don't know what I did to that man to make him act like that. And then I'd be like, "But you know what? This whole I'm single, we not, I'm not ready for a relationship, got chalked up to, oh, I was just talking shit. Oh, okay. Well, guess what? I take you for what comes out of your mouth. But when you know what I'm saying, until your actions show otherwise, I gotta take you at face value. So if that's what you're telling me, then that's what I have to believe. And if that ain't what you mean, that ain't what you want, then you shouldn't say that. Yes, yes. I told y'all that I don't care. You know what's the matter, Nana? Come on. She said something about her mommy. She telling. Is it tomorrow or is it the 19th? I gotta go back and look at the messages. I don't remember. We'll figure it out. Anyway, y'all, that was my sermon and a little bit of my talking trash tonight. Y'all know I tell y'all when I have an interesting event that happens in my life, I just tell y'all about it. It is what it is. Hopefully, it helps somebody else. But y'all, I be tickled to death about it, and y'all probably wonder why she be laughing because I be tickled for real. Thursday, yes, I'm gonna call you. Thank you, Leonard. Y'all send me some stars. Hit that little star and send me a penny. um, but yeah, I'm just getting back in town. I think I got back to Marion County around 4:30ish, 5. I don't even remember what time it was when I got back. Um, it was close to 5. It was like 4:30, and I was like, all right, the show is in 2 hours. I need to relax because I'm just getting off of a plane. I need to have my medication, and I need to prep for the show. We back at it tomorrow, y'all. I guess I'm back on my grind. Y'all stay tuned. Kinky Lingerie private label is dropping. I have everything in place. And if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, I'm about to do another casting call for model ambassadors because for the private label, which will come to you tagged and bagged as kinky lingerie. I'm super excited. I can't wait to share. It's not as kinky as the kinky lingerie, but I got your attention, which was the point. That was one of my vendors, G World Intimates. I always want to give them a shout out to. They're a wholesaler, lingerie wholesaler, located here in the United States. But the Kinky Lingerie Inc. private label, I cannot wait to introduce it to y'all. So I was gonna roll it out in waves, but I was like, nah, we just gonna pick a launch date, and hopefully by then I'll have all the pictures uploaded to the website. Well, uploaded so I can just make them go live. It's like 5,000 items. Mind y'all, I still have 200 items from G Roll Intimates to load. So we're getting there. All right, y'all. It's 7:55. It's close enough to top. It's close enough to the bottom of the hour for me. I'm tired. Yes, I'm having a drink. This is just going to make me roll into my bed tonight because I don't really drink a lot until I go hang out with my best friend. Girl, I'll be back soon. Soon as it warm up, it wasn't really that cold. Um, I'm used to it. I just dress accordingly and I'll be okay. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great Christmas. This is the last men, amen, presents Conversation with Kizzy of the year. So I want to wish everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I will see y'all back here when. All right, so on the 7th. So January 7th is the first Tuesday of the month. Chester's supposed to be here that day, I do believe. I'll confirm, and of course, I'll drop the flyer. But it's the first Tuesday of the year, the first Tuesday of the month. So that is Chester's. That's Chester's. That's Chester's day, first Tuesday of the month. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll keep posting as usual. I might even go live depending on how my holiday goes. If something interesting happens, guess what, y'all? I'm gonna get on here and tell y'all. But we always know what I always say: be good or be good at it, but don't get caught. Love and light. Your girl is out. I love y'all. Bye.